Good afternoon. We're Team Rocket, aka Team 11 from ECU. I'm Nimra.
I'm Amelia.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Brandon.
Our project, Netting NC, is a solution designed to close the digital divide and improve attainment rates using our Netting NC method and technology.
The following data was taken from the Lumina Foundation and NC Community Colleges. Our first visualization compares the post-secondary attainment rates with 3 of the most populous counties in comparison to 4 rural counties. The second visualization is the curriculum completion rate by term for 3 counties, showing increasing numbers year after year.
When discussing opportunity for NC citizens to get post-secondary education, you have to consider 2 types of opportunities. The first type is direct opportunity to get post-secondary education. The second is indirect opportunity to get post-secondary education. How do you get that for people? Access and exposure equals opportunity. What do we mean by access? We mean the baseline of internet and internet services that provide that people or communities need to literally access the internet and learn fundamental technical skills that could include things like Wi-Fi routers and classes to use the internet. This access has to meet a certain baseline. The access has to be available to everyone, including people in rural areas with none of the required infrastructure and people who can't afford the internet. We provide some access to families with dependents. If they want to get more internet, they can pay for it. In any case, they will be provided with the minimum broadband of internet. This free trial will end when the dependent reaches 18. While this may seem like a crazy idea, it's been done before in South Korea, for example, where the entire country has free access for internet. Their Ministry of Science and ICT said high-speed internet has been designated as a universal service that everyone is entitled to receive no matter where they are. This access to internet is necessary for socioeconomic mobility and will soon amount to a human right. It provides direct opportunity. What do we mean by E&E? This means exposing people to the internet and internet services and shows them how to use them to learn. This is a step that provides indirect opportunity.
So how can we actually get that access, exposure, and education to people? Our solution takes the form of the Netting NC cycle. We'll start by providing minimal access to people in a rural county. We'll work our way to providing E&E to those people. The E&E will build demand, which will help us support the next step of providing further access. That cycle continues with even more E&E. Now let's break down how we actually go through those steps in practice. The first access step will be done by implementing a mobile mesh network. This tactic has been used before, such as in Oregon as well as Haiti in the country, when they were destroyed by a 2010 earthquake. The E&E step will be done by incentivizing partnerships with internet and internet service businesses. Businesses will teach their courses at products and schools, and as students become more dependent on their products, those students will become customers over time. This has been a precedent with Microsoft providing their products at schools and universities, and the students becoming lifelong customers. As counties become more reliant on the internet, we will then lay out a more permanent access solution using fiber. Then we will lay down fiber infrastructure across the county, and this will be partially paid for by business partners.
After this, the cycle will focus on E&E again. By expanding our partnerships, this cycle provides value to 3 main stakeholders: citizens or students. Citizens can expand their skill set in education, businesses can get more users on their product, and North Carolina would get a larger workforce and more diverse.
As great as this is, we wish we had data supporting post-secondary graduation rate through broadband usage to show the correlation between the students that had reliable internet data and graduated. With this, we can forecast attainment rate changes after our solution is implemented. Also, having independent internet service provider data for rural areas and their usage would be helpful in knowing all the variables and factors that support the reasoning for weak signals in rural areas.